Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
We're following a developing story for you tonight out of Jamestown. A man has been taken into custody after police say he went up to the Jamestown High School with an airsoft gun. The school was in a lockdown for about 20 minutes. Police say just after 2, a man was seen near the main doors of the school with a black handgun. Police say they were able to find the 18-year-old man in a home in northeastern Jamestown and took him into custody. He could be charged with terrorizing. We'll have much more on this developing story tonight on Valley News Live. A man is now in custody or now facing criminal trespass and criminal mischief charges after he was caught on camera jumping from the roof of the Grand Inn Hotel this morning. Police say they were called just after 11 for a man harassing others at the hotel. When police arrived, they found 27-year-old Michael Burrito on the roof of the hotel. Burrito later jumped from the roof to the hotel sign, climbed up to the very top, climbed back down, and then jumped back onto the roof. Burrito can be seen running from across the roof and then disappearing to the back side. Police say Burrito lifted the vent cover on the roof and hid inside the attic until he finally surrendered to police just before 1 this afternoon. Police say it's unknown at this time if drugs or alcohol played a factor in this incident. The case of a Jamestown woman serving 12 years for the death of her infant son has now been reopened. 25-year-old Justice Lang was sentenced in March after pleading guilty to negligent homicide and child neglect after her 4-month-old son was found dead in a slough last July. Court documents filed yesterday show a handwritten letter from Justice Lang herself asking for her personal items to be given to her grandparents. Lang specifically asks for her son's blanket, her engagement ring, and the $100 she had when she was arrested. We reached out to Lang's attorneys to find out what this means for Lang, but they did not get back to us. A 40-year-old man is in jail after police say he pointed a gun at a driver, causing the accident that killed a woman in Pembina County. It happened just after 1 yesterday morning southwest of Drayton. Police say 21-year-old Hunter Hatloy was driving on 79th Street when he saw 40-year-old Matthew Hilton driving on the side of the road or standing on the side of the road pointing a gun at his vehicle. Hatloy swerved and then hit 44-year-old Cammie Leland, who was standing on the other side of the road. Leland was pronounced dead at the scene. Hilton was later identified as the individual and was arrested for terrorizing. A bit of a cloudy, cool day here in the valley, but is it here to stay? Here's Hutch Johnson with your no-wait weather.
Well, we did get a break from the rain showers, but the clouds lingered from the southern valley into central Minnesota. No rain on the radar. That's good, but the clouds starting to deteriorate here in the southern valley, making this evening the best time of the day. Some of us will see temperatures still climb a degree or two, or at least stay steady. And that's what I expect to happen here in Fargo, peaking up near 59 degrees, then slowly sliding back through the 50s. But those clouds, they're going to build back in. More on that as there's rain in the forecast for Friday. Sunshine and 60s in Grand Forks the next couple of hours. Take advantage of it, because we have some more soggy conditions as we close out the work week, and I'll have details on what you can expect for the big holiday weekend as we observe Memorial Day on Monday coming up here in a few moments.
All right, well, thank you, Hutch. Authorities in Cass County say 78-year-old Robert Mindock of Illinois City, Illinois, has been identified as the man that drowned on Lewis Lake. It happened yesterday afternoon on Lewis Lake near Longville, Minnesota. Authorities responded to reports of a possible drowning and found a man in the water next to a fishing boat. This is the second drowning death in that county within a week. A 24-year-old man was airlifted to Fargo after the Traverse County Sheriff's Office says he crashed with a school bus early this morning. Officials say the crash happened around 8 this morning in Traverse County. Deputies say a man was driving west on 680th Street when he hit the bus, causing it to roll into the ditch. All 7 kids on board were treated and released. The condition of the man involved is unknown. As frustration mounts for Horace neighbors in the middle of many construction projects, we learn of yet another one starting today. Valley News Team's Rose Itzkovitz went back to Horace to find out more about the latest endeavor and finds while the road pavement ended quickly, neighbors say there's no end in sight to their commute problems.
Megan Ditmore says the many construction zones through Horace is bad enough. Then she finds out about yet another project the night before.
I just don't think they thought it through enough to say, oh, we're going to have like an extra 3,000% vehicles driving this stretch of road.
This road paving started Thursday morning here at Wall Avenue and Cheyenne Drive. Some neighbors say this road should have been taken care of first before other construction instead of the other way around.
That road that's paved on the other side of the bridge, Wall Avenue, is very thin, and there's always kids or families walking or biking, and there's no sidewalks. So it would have been nice had they widened that before they went and like added 300% more traffic to it.
The city of Horace says it had to be done this way due to rain and other logistics.
It was done today, one, due to contractor availability. Also, during the weekday, this what least traffic flow time was right after the morning rush.
They knew that was coming in. Why didn't they do something here?
They knew what was coming in.
They were going to divert the traffic through here. I just don't understand why it's just a slop hole out there.
This street's paving was finished well before noon on Thursday morning, but many neighbors are concerned with all the overall construction in the area of Horace.
Back onto the County Road 17 pavement, it's a danger.
What's so dangerous about it?
You can't get 2 cars. You're gonna have someone go in the ditch. Someone's gonna get killed.
In Horace, Rose Itzkovitz, Valley News Live.
The city of Horace tells us the road paving only lasted about 2.5 hours today from 8:30 to about 11 a.m. Today, holiday officials released a statement regarding how the Moorhead gas station got water mixed into its gas tanks. In a statement, the vice president says there was a small crack in the pipe, letting groundwater in. The issue was for a limited time on May 18th at the station on 34th Street South. The company says the affected tank was shut down and all fuel sold since then has been water-free. Holiday says they are actively working with the affected customers. President Donald Trump and congressional Democrats are digging in their heels after a meeting on infrastructure ended abruptly Wednesday. The president continued venting on Twitter today, accusing Democrats of being a do-nothing party. Nicole Killian has more on their growing war of words.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi suggested President Trump may need help.
I wish that his family or his administration or his staff would have an intervention for the good of the country.
Pelosi's comments come after Mr. Trump walked out of a meeting with top Democrats on infrastructure at the White House Wednesday.
As the president spoke for 3 minutes and was very specific about why he was turning around and walking out very calmly.
Republicans slammed the speaker's use of the term cover-up to describe the president's behavior.
If we're serious about solving problems, I think the actions of the speaker were irresponsible.
Democrats say what's irresponsible is shutting down the legislative process.
Infrastructure creates jobs, it helps our country, and I'm really concerned about this president's position and really his temper tantrum when we're dealing with so many important things.
Speaker Pelosi says her caucus is behind her, saying they will not move forward on impeachment until the investigations into the president are complete.
If we can get the facts to the American people through our investigation, it may take us to a place that is unavoidable in terms of impeachment or not. But we're not at that place.
A federal judge on Wednesday ruled in favor of House Democrats seeking the president's financial records from Deutsche Bank and Capital One. And Monday, another judge ruled that Democrats could proceed with a subpoena of the president's records held by his longtime accounting firm. Nicole Killian, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
A hearing has been set for mid-July to hear an appeal about the Mazars USA subpoena. A well-known veteran in Fergus Falls is celebrating a birthday today. Earl Bombardier is 97 years old. The decorated World War II vet was a paratrooper and was part of the 101st Airborne. Family and friends gathered at the veteran's home in Fergus Falls today to wish Earl well and enjoy homemade cake and coffee. Earl is one of the 16 World War II veterans who lives at the vet's home in Fergus Falls. Bonanzaville is inviting the community to come and honor those who fought and are fighting for our country. The village is having their 14th annual Memorial Day event until 7 tonight. Event goers will get a chance to look at a Huey helicopter, which was flown in the Vietnam War. The community can also come and talk with veterans from the Vietnam War or Vietnam Veterans of America.
We have a lot of people that come back year after year who look for certain people, maybe people that they were in that branch of the military with, or people that they can connect with and talk about their experiences.
Also this year, Block Island veterans will be making an appearance. This is their 75th and final reunion. The Memorial Day event is free to the public. Still